And now it is time for the second panel discussion. The topic for this session is ease of doing business development of capital market in India. Our first speaker for this session, Mr. Suresh V. Swami, Partner Financial Services, PwC. Mr. Suresh Vaidyanath Swami is a partner in PwC India. He is based in Mumbai and focuses on clients in the financial services segment. He has over 18 years of experience in tax and regulations. Mr. Suresh helps overseas clients evaluate market entry options in India, including jurisdictional analysis, claiming of treaty benefits, minimization of PE exposures, GAR analysis, and offshore transfer provisions. He advises clients on taxation under domestic law, treaties and corporate law, and SEBI and foreign exchange control regulations. He also assists clients with tax litigation and tax compliance, including to obtain authority for advance rulings and reduced withholding tax certificates. He deals with large multinational banks, mutual funds, sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, superannuation funds, insurance companies, as well as global asset managers, wealth managers, and prime. Mr. Suresh is a commerce graduate from the University of Mumbai and a member of the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India and of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together and welcome up on stage Mr. Suresh V. Swami. Welcome, sir. Our next speaker for this session is Mr. Siva S. Raman, IAAS Managing Director, CEO, National E-Governance Services, MD and CEO of National E-Governance Services Limited, a union government company funded by financial sector institutions like LIC, SBI, BOB, ICICI, etc. SEBI for nearly 7 years, including as Executive Director for 2 years. Portfolio of the Market Regulation Department, Derivatives and New Products, Risk Management Policy, SME Listing Platforms, and the Integrated Surveillance Department. He held the following positions in the organization of SAG of India: Principal Accountant General Jharkhand from August 2015 to November 2016, Director Audit Central Audit Mumbai 2005-2006, First Secretary at the Indian High Commission UK London 2002 to 2004, Executive Assistant to the Controller and Auditor General of India, Director Personnel in the Office of SAG of India. His educational and professional qualifications include BA Economics from St. Stephen's College, Delhi University 1987, MBA from Faculty of Management Studies, DU 1989, Certified in Internal Auditor, CIA, Florida, USA, MSc Regulation in the London School of Economics, London 2005, Postgraduate Diploma in Securities Law at GLC, LLB, Mumbai University. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Mr. Siva S. Raman. Our next speaker, Mr. Shailesh V. Haribhakti, Managing Partner, Haribhakti Group. Mr. Shailesh Haribhakti is a chartered and cost accountant and a certified internal auditor, financial planner, and fraud examiner. His career spans 4 decades. His current passions include governance, engaged investing, and digitization. Currently, he is the chairman of NPS Trust, constituted by the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. Some of his positions in public and private companies are Torrent Pharmaceuticals Limited, Director and Chairman of the Audit Committee, L&T Finance Holdings Limited, Director and Chairman of the Audit Committee, Mahindra Lifespace Developers Limited, Director and Member of the Audit Committee, Ambuja Cements Limited, Director, ACC Limited, Director. He is also founder and chief mentor in Baker Tilly DHC Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome up on stage Mr. Shailesh V. Haribhakti. Welcome, sir. Our next panelist is Mr. Vinay Chauhan, Partner, Corporate Law Chambers of India. Mr. Vinay has around 15 years of experience in securities litigation involving Securities and Exchange Board of India and Securities Appellate Tribunal. He regularly appears before SEBI and SAT in defending regulatory and disciplinary action by SEBI and in various other corporate disputes before the company law tribunals. High Courts and the Supreme Court of India. He is one of the founding partners of the CLCI. Before founding CLCI in 2004, Mr. Vinay was part of the SEBI's legal team where he handled litigations on behalf of SEBI before SAT, High Court, Supreme Court, and was also actively associated with several committees set up by SEBI. He has considerable exposure to securities market operations and securities market regulations and has been part of several high-profile matters in SAT. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome up on stage Mr. Vinay Chauhan. Welcome, sir. And finally, our moderator for this session, Mr. Trivikram Kamath, Senior Executive VP, Kotak Securities. Mr. Trivikram Kamath is Senior Executive Vice President and member of Kotak Leadership Team, a team comprising of 50 senior executives across the group with corporate responsibility for operations, finance and technology at Kotak Securities Limited, India's leading stock brokerage firm, which is part of the Kotak Mahindra Group. He has been with Kotak Mahindra Group since March 2005. Prior to joining the Kotak Mahindra Group, he was part of Infrastructure Leasing and Financial Services Limited Group, one of India's leading infrastructure development and financial services companies from January 1991 to March 2005. During his tenure in IL&FS, he was also associated with various functions such as IT, operations, treasury, syndications, and capital markets. He is a chartered accountant and a cost accountant graduating in commerce from the Sydenham College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai University. He has received the following awards: CFO Next 100 and CFO 100. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Trivikram Kamath. Welcome, sir. And now to welcome Mr. Trivikram Kamath with a bouquet, may I please invite on stage Mr. Hemant Kakkar, Director Anmi, to kindly come up and do the honors. Can we put our hands together, everybody? Thank you, sir. Next, to welcome Mr. Suresh Swami, may I please welcome up on stage Mr. Anurag Bansal from SMC Global. Mr. Ankit Ajmera will do the honors. Next, to welcome Mr. S. Raman, may I kindly invite up on stage Mr. Sunil Bansal from Rudra Shares, Kanpur. Thank you, sir. To welcome Mr. Shailesh Hari Bhakti, may I kindly invite up on stage Mr. Alok Churiwala, Director BF. Mr. Vijay Singhania would do the honors. Thank you, Mr. Singhania. And finally, to welcome Mr. Vinay Chauhan, may I kindly invite up on stage Mr. Ankit Agarwal from Alankit Shares, New Delhi. I'd request Mr. Ashok Ajmera to kindly do the honors. Thank you, Mr. Ajmera. And for further proceedings of the session, I would like to hand over to our moderator, Mr. Trivikram Kamath. Thank you, sir.
So, ease of doing business. I think this topic is something which is very relevant today because all of us carry this mobile phone with us, and the way things have changed over the last 2 to 3 years. All of us have, gone through a change in terms of how we deal with our friends, with business, with banks, even transportation, and everything seems so seamless and easy to use. At the same time, we have emphasis from the Honorable Prime Minister on ease of doing business in India. You have thrust on digital. But against this backdrop, we still live in a very, what they call the VUCA world: volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. So how do you, in this environment, bring in ease of business, especially in something like capital markets? We are fortunate to have 4 panelists here. I think their experience and backgrounds are very varied. And when we look at ease of business, it's not just on doing business, but it's a whole ecosystem and environment which goes around with it. So right from the regulator to legal frameworks to the actual operations part of it, taxation and whatnot. And I think the panelists here cover all these areas. So I think we have an interesting half an hour ahead. After we have finished with the panelists, like in the previous session, we'll have 2 or 3 questions from the audience, because I think the experience which this panel brings to us, there will be a lot of questions even from the audience. So maybe first I should start with Mr. Haribhakti. Sir, given your wide experience and you've been on the board of companies, you've advised various clients, India, overseas, on a variety of stuff, not just capital markets and you name it, you've done it. What would you say have been some of the changes that you've seen over the last 4 or 5 years in terms of ease of doing business in India and especially in the capital markets? And if you could just share some of your experiences on that.
Thank you very much for kicking it off with me. I think ease of doing business has improved dramatically in India. And it's not far to seek what has actually driven that. It's clearly the adoption of technology. But that's not been sufficient at all. Let me acquaint you with what we call the India stack. India is a country of entrepreneurs. Out of your 55, 60 crore people who are in any occupation, just 5 crore people actually earn a monthly wage. Rest of the people have to find work, have to do work, have to be contractors, have to do stuff which they can. There are 6.25 crore enterprises in India. 2.5 crores of these enterprises have no address. They operate from very informal settings. Only 18,000 companies or organizations in India have more than a 10 crore capital. 6,000 are listed and 200 are traded. That is India stack. So, if you're talking about the development of the capital market in a way that one would expect in a population like ours, 125 crore people, we need to do things very, very differently. And I think the glue that will kick off the growth in capital markets and the business is very different from technology. It is actually trust. It is actually making sure that those who are regulators and those who are regulated operate from a notion not of adversity, but a notion of working together to actually deliver value to the system. And the third glue in my mind is a safety perception in doing business. So my view is that the capital market is perhaps the best place where we can usher in a C2C world, We are all used to a B2B world, a B2C world. But because of technology and because of the fact that people will have to latch on to collaborative work, to trust, and to making sure that you feel comfortable working with each other, this is the space where you could encourage a absolutely fresh, absolutely far more than what we have seen today, set of transactions and ways of dealing with each other. And the enabler, of course, will be what you mentioned, your cell phone. We've demonetized everything. We've demonetized in the cell phone the camera, the phone, the music system, the bank branch, the ATM, the debit and credit card, and now the POS machines. And so here is the one device which is going to lead us to ease, trust, and making sure that you feel comfortable doing business. And we need to make sure that people gain this by offering themselves up to being tracked, to being within a system which, because of its growing size, will deliver value at a completely different cost curve. The name of the game will be eliminate all cost as far as possible, eliminate all the friction. How wonderful will it be if one day I want to give 15,000 rupees to my colleague next door. I just open up my cell phone, we do a simple authentication, I access the QR code from my bank account, move the money to his bank account, and we are done. Similarly, we can have every transaction in the capital market. After all, what are the two things that anybody needs? You need a bank account and you need a DP account. If everything is dematerialized, then you could deal with these two enablers and the cell phone in a capital market which is far larger, costless, friction-free, and full of trust. So that's the vision that we need to work towards to make sure that we can actually have ease of doing business.
Any specific instances or cases in the last 3-4 years where you feel that there have been a big change as far as when people you advised and when you've done some of your assignments?
So I'll give you an example. At L&T Finance Holdings, we are able to actually put money into the bank account of a person who walks in 3 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes. Because the entire process has been automated. And we've discovered that because of this automation and because of the access to people's credit record and the availability of that, the speed with which we can do transactions is incredible. And it delivers value to them, making sure that you walk out of the room with the money in your bank account, which you can transfer